Well, it looked like the kitty's ready to read the cards. Got them all set up. Yeah, yesterday I wanted to tell you about the thumbnail. The thumbnail was a picture of baby Jesus. And baby Jesus here got taken all the way over to here and put on my cards yesterday. Who do you think did that? I don't know. We don't know. It's a mystery, but I forgot to tell you about it. So we're going to jump right into the cards because there is a decision you're going to have to make. Really important decision. And I'm going to give you a little information on it. Now, for those of you finishing up your astro meditation meetings, we definitely got the answer in astro, but I'm going to try to channel to help you in your physical avatar. Okay, so we have the Two of Swords with the Empress. Now, we left off yesterday with that same card, the Empress, and I shuffled, and there she is again. That's been happening a lot lately. This Two of Swords energy, St. Michael says, honor and trust your feelings. When I shook the dice today, I got mostly sixes. Now, the decision is going to be about a Nine of Pentacles. It's going to be about money. Okay? It's also going to end in justice. We have the 10 Commandments, card 11. There's, what's his name? Moses on the 10 Commandments. Okay, now, what the decision is going to be based on is, that's what you want to stay away from. All gold digger energy, male or female. There's a dark feminine. Now, I got this feeling from this card that this dark feminine, again, if you're a female, it could be a male, okay? They're cold, detached, they're embracing their shadow self, and they're doing deeds, dark deeds done in the dark, okay? It reminds me of AC/DC, Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. You can look that up. I might do a shorts on it later. So there may be a continuation of this one later. Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. And they're in it for the money. They're in it for, now it doesn't have to be money. It could be your career, your body, your assets of some sort. Could even be your soul, okay? So they're not good. This dark feminine energy, okay? Now, we told you that the Nine of Pentacles, Justice, the Empress, right? Moses, even though he was laughed at and was a murderer, actually, God actually used him even though he was a murderer. So don't let your past keep you in this low-vibed energy. That's how you'll know. Okay, honor and trust your feelings, even if you have to do this alone for a while, okay? We've got an outcome here of change, Two of Wands, and Ace of Cups. So you're sick of looking out that window. The leaves are pretty, but you see all the color match there? But you'd rather have the Ace of Cups energy, which is new everything. Fall does turn into winter, and winter does turn into spring, and that does make everything new. Keep your heart open, fill it with love, be creative, stay in bliss, right? Oneness. I said you may have to be alone. But these two pictures here, you're looking at your globe, you'd love to travel, but all you can do is sit and look out the window. Well, that's what I do all day too. That's a good picture of me. I even have the pretty lights here. That's how my, I'll show you how my window looks here. Looks exactly like that. I like to be able to take you around. See? There's my lights out my window. Yeah. So I would like change too, and not spare change. Okay? So we're going to go deeper now about this decision. This decision, stay in love, Knight of Cups, and the Empress, underneath the Empress is the Knight of Cups. Look at that. Now, you can't make that up, can you? 2 Knight of Cups. Ride in with your white horse. Have your cup ready to give. See how they both have a cup in their hand? He just looks a little more scarier, huh? That's our dark side. That's our light side. We want to stay in love. We want the duality to be balanced. If you didn't have a dark side, you wouldn't be able to honor and trust your feelings. So remember that we have 2 sides. Which side are we going to feed more? Pay attention to your dreams as in reverse, because some of you are not remembering astro, or you're not going to bed at night asking to be with me on the spaceship in astro. You're thinking that that's all folly, and you're not getting the downloads that you're supposed to be getting. So at night before you go to bed, ask to be with me, ask to be with us on the spaceship. We're doing our classes, our meditations. The mediators are the angels, and we're clearing up any kind of past karma. So somebody's not doing that. Ask, ask, and you shall receive. So back to the 2 Knight of Cups. Isn't that awesome? 2 Knight of Cups. Okay, underneath the Gold Digger, we've got Black Sheep Outcast. So this person that you're dealing with probably is a black sheep outcast that decided to go for money and greed and selfishness. It's a real dark energy. It really is. And it's somebody that's only into themselves. So you see how there's light and dark again? See how her head's lit up? There's a hermit mode of good. There's a hermit mode of bad. Somebody can be real selfish. This dark feminine is real selfish. But I told you I was reading it in both directions. I was reading it upside down and upside right. What I mean by that is it's 2 opposites. You're dealing with somebody that's opposite of your frequency. So it's not going to be hard to figure this out. 6 of Swords. Yeah, it's not going to be hard at all. 6 of Swords is move past this energy of woe is me and dark feminines and codependency. Move past all that. Underneath Justice, 8 of Swords, 8 of Candles. You feel stuck, see? That's why you keep holding on to all this bullshit, because you feel stuck. So you're going to have to get unstuck. You're going to have to be like the Knight of Cups and go towards love. You see, they both have a cup in their hand, but they're alone. Don't give to the wrong place. Everybody wants change, right? Okay. King of Swords. Keep asking for the truth and go for your King of Swords. Look at the owl. I'm drawn to the owl. And the birds, look at the birds. He looks really peaceful. But he's alone too. You see? We need to bring everybody together. Underneath change is purpose. Just what I said. We need to bring everybody together. Underneath the Ace of Cups, be useful, happy, and free. Yep. And that's what this is right here. These three cards here. We turn change and the Two of Wands into purpose and King of Swords. We turn the Ace of Cups into be useful, happy, and free. They have the Ace of Cups in their hands. This is the Knight of Cups. So you both need to take action. You need to reach out to them and they need to reach out to you. Now, again, you may only be together in 5D and higher, so it may be kind of boring here for a little while until you get a mission partner, a soulmate, some kind of a new assignment in your physical avatar. It might be a little boring until then, but sleep more. Astro is very fun. Okay, and then St. Michael also says energy healing work is the answer. Guided toward your destined path and purpose. Underneath Hermit is use your fire sign. Underneath Six of Swords is the Ten of Pentacles, so keep going for your Ten of Pentacles. Remember, we had the 9 to start, and now we have the 10. So if you do this right and stay away from the Gold Digger and the Dark Feminine, you'll be fine. You'll get unstuck. Not listening to the deception. 7 of Feathers. Jacob the Deceiver, Genesis 27:19. The 7 card, don't listen to the lies. And getting unstuck is Acts chapter 8, verse 39. Philip and the Ethiopian. So some of you don't know who Philip and the Ethiopians are. Check that story out to get unstuck. Read about Jacob the Deceiver, about the lies. And that goes back to the Dark Feminine, the Gold Digger, right? Okay, we'll go ahead and wrap this up with the same thing we did yesterday. The last card out was take that leap of faith. So the only thing today that's different is you're taking that leap of faith. You may come into a new job, new money, some kind of prosperity. So therefore, you have to be very careful of the people around you. You may even need to be alone. If you have to sign any kind of an NDA, you may want to be alone for that. Okay, you guys, this is your purpose. Stay in truth, the King of Swords. Use your Knight of Cups action. Remember, we had the Justice card. Stay high frequency, energy healing work for that 10 of Pentacles. You're guided towards your purpose. Now, you got purpose twice. You got purpose twice. Stay focused, everybody. I love you. I am Miss Mystic, your astro channeler and spirit guide.